Hello and welcome to FDTV. We are back again with another episode of our daily football show. I'm your host Ali, joined with my fellow co-host Jawad. Jawad, what is happening, man?
What a wonderful time to be a fan of football it is right now. Probably going through one of the best transfer windows ever. Welcome back to the channel. Make sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe, and let's get into this.
This is the perfect time to talk about the top 5 transfers that has happened in the summer of 2021. So let's start from the bottom. Jawad, who is your number 5th transfer?
Number fifth for me, it has to be Locatelli's transfer. I feel like is exactly what was missing for Allegri's side last year. Under Pirlo, they weren't able to have that creative midfielder who can bring in a spark and provide goals for the forwards. All they needed was someone who can connect the balls between, right? And that's where Locatelli comes in. And I feel like he would be able to provide more assists and get the creativity juices of Juventus going. So number 5 for me is Locatelli. What's number 5 for you?
My number 5 is Fikayo Tomori. People always talk about Zlatan Ibrahimovic, people talk about Ismail Benacer, Frank Kessié, but Tomori always caught my attention. Even in the Europa League, Fikayo Tomori was outstanding, and his move has been kind of under the radar. Everybody's reporting Sancho, Varane, Ronaldo, Jack Grealish, but I think Tomori can be a major signing for AC Milan going into the next 5 years. Who is your number 4th?
I'm going with DePaul. DePaul to Atleti, I think it makes Atleti the favorite to win the La Liga title. I think the transfer window of La Liga was won by Atletico Madrid by bringing in DePaul. It's exactly what they needed. Again, having great support system around him is going to really help him get to the next level. He's not a household name by any stretch of the imagination because he was playing for essentially relegation battling Udinese, but he single-handedly made them survive the drop last season. So I'm looking forward to what he has to provide.
My number 4 is Memphis Depay. I think in the absence of Lionel Messi, Barcelona have arguably the strongest squad in Spain on paper. Memphis Depay is the perfect replacement for an attacking pivot for Barcelona. He can cut inside, he can stretch the flanks, he can play as a lone striker. So he is a versatile forward, and his transition from Manchester United to Lyon was breathtaking. He was scoring half-line goals, he was scoring free kicks, and he was a big threat in the league of Mbappe and Neymar. So Depay is kind of an underrated player in my opinion, and Barcelona are going to see a major impact from him this season. And he can at least provide 15 to 20 goals this season to Barcelona, and that can push them closer to either a cup win or a second place finish or even a league title win this season. So who's your number 3?
The best goalkeeper in the world right now, Gianluigi Donnarumma. His free transfer to PSG, to me, heartbreaking stuff. He should have actually renewed as per my wishes, but we never get what we want. It is a cruel world that we live in. But securing Donnarumma on a free and then even not paying him what Milan was offering him is actually getting paid a little bit less than what Milan had offered him. It's a steal. It's an absolute steal. You've set yourself up for the next 10 to 15 years with the best goalkeeper in the world right now. Keylor Navas' numbers at the starting goalkeeper for PSG are numbered. Exactly, right? So I feel like Donnarumma at number 3 is a very justified transfer, as probably one of the biggest transfers of this transfer window.
So my number 3 for this transfer window is Sergio Ramos. What a leader PSG have acquired. He's going to be paired up with Marquinhos. So when you look at their gameplay, Marquinhos is more of a composed figure in the back line. He likes to stay in shape, maintain the back four, and neutralize counterattacks. On the other hand, Sergio Ramos is more aggressive, likes to tackle, likes to break the back four shape and move forward as well. Plus, his long passing is kind of underrated. So I think Sergio Ramos is one of the best signings of this transfer window, regardless of his age. So who is your number 2?
Lionel Messi. it's Messi's transfer that I feel like is a huge one for me. Only one has kind of eclipsed it. We'll get to that when we get to it. But Messi's transfer for free, I feel like it is probably the number 2 spot for me. The only reason I put it at number 2 is because he had to leave. Right? It wasn't a choice. It wasn't something that was for kind of made up through the persistence of PSG. It was because of a lack of oversight, a lack of management, horrendous accounting errors by Barcelona that they had to let go of their greatest player of all time.
So my number 2 is not Lionel Messi, is not Donnarumma, it is Rafael Varane. Manchester United have been screaming for a world-class centre-back for the last, I would say, 7 or 8 years. Ever since Nemanja Vidic and Rio Ferdinand have left the club, United did not have a solid figure in the back line, and that has been the key to success for Manchester United in their Alex Ferguson years. So that is the reason why I have to put Varane on the list. He is the perfect defender, the perfect age, perfect experience, and the right profile that will fit like a glove in the backline of Manchester United. Rafael Varane is more concerned with defending. Maguire is like an RX8. He likes to progress forward, taking the ball with him. Also, his long passing is one of the best in Premier League. So Maguire along with Varane, they two complement each other, and this can be a title-winning partnership for Manchester United. So who is your top transfer of the decade? If it's not Musa Sissoko, I would be surprised.
Who else but the legendary Musa Sissoko? Unfortunately for you, I've gone with the number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo kind of eclipsed everything that's going on in the world of football, and probably one of the biggest transfers to happen this, if not this year, I'm going to say at least a decade. The reason for that is he chose to go with United. He had options for PSG, for Real Madrid, and he had options for Manchester City as well. But the romantic in him went to Manchester United. Now, if he had gone to City, he would have guaranteed himself one title at least. He could have gone for the quadruple with City as well, because that's what City was missing last season, and they could have won the quadruple if they had a great number 9 or an out-and-out finisher like Ronaldo. So, with that said, United have got an absolute steal on their hand. 15 mil plus, I think, 10 mil in bonuses. Around 25 mil is the figure that's been reported. Whatever he's getting paid, he's probably going to be the highest paid footballer in Premier League, miles ahead of the last highest paid footballer in Premier League, that being Kevin De Bruyne. So well deserved as well, because I feel like just the number of commercial deals is going to be able to bring in to United, making United probably the most actively social club in the world of football right now. All the glory hunters are going to be supporting United again. For that reason and 100 more, Ronaldo is my number 1 this year. Who you've got?
Well, I've got Cristiano Ronaldo as well. Ronaldo's effect is massive. We know he's the most marketable athlete on the planet. He is an uplifting personality. He is a leader. He's going to perform like he does at every club that he has ever been to. So also the romantic factor of him returning to the home of his making, that is the reason why I have to put Ronaldo up there. And I think if things go right and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer uses his squad to their maximum potential and makes the right decision, I think United have a very good chance of getting a number of different trophies this season. Thank you so much for watching another video of FDTV.
It's been great to have you joining us. Again, make sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Every single subscription helps.
It motivates to put out more football content on a daily basis. Until then, see you next time. FDTV out.